Gawry, I believe, is in the Army Reserves, and he works at the actually the same base that I do, down in Belle Chase, Louisiana. Beyond that, I know that he doesn't always get along with the climate around here. I have the same issue in terms of the allergies that happen around this time of the year. So that's what else can I tell you about Tim? What else would you like people to know?
Everything else is classified.
Classified.
I can't tell you.
Perfect answer. So let's sleeping dogs live. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The term "let sleeping dogs lie" is defined as to not talk about things which have caused problems in the past, or to try to change a situation because you might cause problems. Well, there's an event in my life 31 years ago that I think this would apply. The story I'm about to tell you is true. The names have not been changed, mostly because my memory is a little fuzzy from that event, and I really can't remember the names. But the story is true, and it's one that I've rarely told. In fact, in 11 years of marriage, I've never told my wife. And until I'd written this, she had never heard it. It was a vernal day in March or April of 1983, and I was a young Marine stationed at Camp Pendleton, California. The weekend was coming up, and Friday afternoon, the commanding officer of the squadron, HMA 169, Lieutenant Colonel Haviland, gave everybody the typical safety speech. Be safe, don't drink and drive, don't smoke, don't chase girls, whatever. The typical safety speech you would hear. Well, on Saturday morning, myself and my two Marine buddies of mine jumped into my party mobile, a 1978 Buick Skylark, and headed down I-5 to San Diego. Spent, I think, the first part of the day at the beach, then the second part of the day at the zoo. I still have some photographs from that day, so I don't know that part is still accurate. I remember meeting a cute co-ed at the zoo, tried to get her number, that type of thing. She was studying the monkeys or something like that, but whatever, I didn't get the number. At least if I did, I lost it. Since I was a designated driver, I wasn't drinking, but my two companions had been having several beers throughout the day. I guess it was 5 or 6 in the evening, late afternoon, early evening, that we headed back to base. I just pulled onto the freeway when one of the guys in the back, I think his name was Ron, said, "Hey, can you stop the car?" I don't know why he wanted me to stop the car. Maybe he was sick, drinking, maybe get a throw up or something. So I stopped the car on the right-hand side of the freeway. As soon as I stopped the car, he got out of the car. And for some reason, I still don't know why today, he started walking across the freeway. I started going, I didn't know what was going on. I said, "Ron, what are you doing? Get back in the car." Well, the other guy in the car went after him. Okay, and again, I don't know what's going on, so as they're walking across the freeway, I'm not going to go out to try and get them. So I moved my car from the right side of the lane, right lane, to the left shoulder. Thankfully, the traffic was light, and I had no problem moving my car, but unfortunately, of course, that meant they had no problem walking across the freeway. I think there was a struggle. I think we got this guy Ron off the freeway and on the left side of the road. All I know is I lost my glasses. As I was looking for my glasses, the other two guys went up back in the freeway. Well, I found my glasses, and I picked them up. And just as I picked them up and looked, is when it happened. These two guys were hit head on by some kind of a truck, like a pickup truck, an SUV. Now I can only imagine what the scene would have looked like at this point. Blood, cars backed up, two bodies lying on the freeway, people screaming, police cars, ambulances. And I say I can only imagine, because whatever happened right after that, my mind is blanked out. I don't remember a thing after that point. I don't remember getting back to base. I don't know how I got back to base. I'm assuming I drove my car. I don't remember police, ambulances, fire trucks. I'm sure that was all there, but I don't remember being there. The next thing I do remember is seeing the guy that followed the other guy a couple days later in his room at the barracks, bandaged, bruised, but alive. The other guy, Ron, I guess was in the hospital. Again, I don't remember what happened to him. Now, I had received orders to transfer to Hawaii, so I was going to leave. I shipped out to Hawaii and never saw those guys again. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know if they went on to get married, have great careers. I have no idea. Sometimes I wonder what happened to them, and to try and find their names and look them up. And I kind of struggle with that a little bit. But I just wonder if the maybe more prudent, wiser thing to do is to not do that and to just let sleeping dogs lie. Thank you.